Hey everybody. Went to the Let's Go Fishing show in Collinsville, Illinois. I asked a couple guys a couple things. I wanted to know kind of what they thought was going to be the biggest impact on bass tournaments this year, as in anything that has to do with the fishing or the getting there or anything, and also what basic rod they all believe is a good rod to get started with. As far as I go, I would like a 7-foot medium heavy. It's pretty versatile. You can throw a lot of baits on that, and then once you get into the fishing, you can specialize, match your rods and reels to each bait. But that's just my thought. As far as the product that's gonna affect bass tournaments the most this year, there's so many new lures, there's so many new rods and stuff coming out, but I think particularly it's going to be, for me, I think it's going to be a lure that can be fished in structure and not get hung up as much. And I know they're coming out with some pretty good ones lately, so we'll see what the other guys have to say. Hey guys.
Hi guys.
We're here at the Let's Go Fishing show in Collinsville, Illinois, and we're gonna go through and ask some people a couple questions. This is my son Jackson, and he's ready to catch. What kind of fish do we catch?
Monster fish.
Monster fish. So we'll see you in a minute. Okay, I'm here with Brad with Cash and Rods, and the question I was going to ask you is, if somebody's a beginner into fishing or tournaments, what is a good basic rod for them to use?
I would say a good all-around rod, anywhere from like a 6'9" to a 7-foot, medium heavy. You can go down to a 6'6", kind of depends on what length you like. I would say medium heavy all the way.
Medium heavy?
Medium heavy. I mean, you can throw your spinnerbaits with it, you can throw your jigs with it. I even throw a jerkbait with it, with a 6'9" medium heavy. I mean, it's really just a great all-around rod. You can do whatever you want with it.
Okay. Hi guys, this is Jim House with Bass and Bob, right?
Mm-hmm, Bass and Bob.
And Denali Rod. When it comes to a beginner and they're looking into getting into either just fishing for bass or tournaments, what rod would you suggest they get? Like, medium heavy or heavy or?
It depends on what you're fishing with. I think a good solid rod is like a 6'3" to a 6'6" rod. Medium heavy, of course, because it's pretty versatile. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of good rods out there. I mean, there's rods from $39 at your Cabela's and Bass Pros that you can get. Berkeley Lightning Rod is a very good rod. It's like $39.
Okay.
It's a very good beginner rod. But if you're wanting a good quality rod, of course, Denali. Their J2 line, which is their
J2?
Jade. It used to be their Jadewood line.
Okay.
The J2 line out there, $99.
Awesome.
They have a limited lifetime warranty. No questions asked. You have a problem with it, you send it in, and them guys, Scott Estes and Mike Hilton, will take good care of you. But a good price point at $99. Some of them, they go on sale at $79. Okay. So Denali has a great J2 rod line, which is a beginner line.
Awesome. All right, we're at Let's Go Fishing show with Jason Christie. When it comes to rods and lengths and weights, what is the best all-around rod for a beginner that wants to get into, if not only fishing, tournament fishing?
I would say beginner, kid-wise, I would get them a 6'6", 6'8". For years and years, I used 6'6" pretty much on everything, and I had a flipping stick that was a whopping 6'10", and now everybody's into 7.5 and 8, which I am too. If you're an adult, I think 7 foot is the magic number. 7 foot you can use for a lot of different things, worm fishing and things like that. We've gotten so specific in the actions of the rods that everybody has to have a bunch of rods. But if I had to pick one, it'd be a 7-foot medium heavy for an adult and a 6'6" medium heavy for a teenager or a lady, somebody a little shorter.
All right.
It's hard for a short person to handle a big rod.
Right. And another question I asked a couple people is, as far as tournaments go, what product do you think is going to make the biggest splash this year, biggest influence in bass tournament?
My personal opinion, I think it's all about the rod and reel.
Rod and reel?
Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's your main contact between you and the fish.
Okay.
So, I mean, it doesn't have to be whatever rod and reel. You know, if
Yeah.
whatever new rod comes out, new reel comes out. I think that's that's generally what your biggest splash is going to be.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you for your
Thanks
time.
for your time.
What product do you think is going to most influence bass tournaments this year?
Well, there's a lot of products out there. I'd say the biggest thing is a lot of inventions on jigs lately, and a lot of people are just now experiencing ledge fishing at some of the other lakes, like Kentucky Lake, and also there are some ledges at Grand, even though they're not as prominent. In Lake of the Ozarks, a lot of your drop-off ledges.
Okay.
So the people want to get down deeper. They want to get there a little quicker to give the fish something they've never seen before. Swing jigs. What I mean by swing jigs, a lot of people call them bobbleheads. The biffle heads that they got out now. There's a lot of people making those, and there's a lot of different styles. You have the football head style with a flat top, recessed line ties, which are really good on the rocky areas. But you have a lot of people that fish swing. They look like swim jig heads, and they're using them actually on lighter tackle. They're putting them on Alabama rigs instead of your normal hook for the swim baits.
Oh, okay.
Giving them more of a free flowing. I think that you're going to start seeing the Alabama rigs start kind of feathering out.
Right.
A lot of people are going to get away from that because they're getting banned from some tournament circuits. They're limiting you on how many hooks you can have on there. So people are going to the different jigs, stuff fish haven't seen before.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
No
Thank
problem,
you very much.
sir. Thank you very much.
What product is going to influence tournaments the most this year in 2015?
Well, I think you're going to see a lot of new tackle and things like that, electronics, a lot of new options on the market. But one of the things I think is going to play a big role this year is our engines. Every tournament, or most tournaments I foresee, it's going to be a long run. Like California Delta, St. Lawrence River, Detroit. It seems like every tournament a guy's going to have to go an hour to be able to compete. So I think the engines are going to play a big role this year. Just engines and boats and so I'm kind of glad. But we have so much new tackle coming out every year. This could be a year. I think this is going to be a flipping year to me. Just some of the lakes that we're going to. Take a couple of smallmouth tournaments out of there, but I think the flippers are going to do good this year.
Now, is there any product like a soft plastic that works better for you, or?
I'm a little bit of everything. I kind of start off with the jig in the spring, and we get in the summer and kind of go to creature baits. Yama's got some new flipping baits out, Yo Mama and things like that we introduced at ICAST. That I'm excited about. Baits that we've needed for a few years. They'll be punching baits and it's just going to be, I flip whatever's working or what I hope is going to work. It changes from month to month and lake to lake. But we have a lot of new stuff, and I'm excited about it.
Well, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And good luck this season.
Thank you.
Well, I guess medium heavy kind of prevailed. There was a little discrepancy on lengths, but I think 7 foot, 6'6", 7 foot. You can't go wrong. Medium heavy. If you're just starting, or if you or if you only have the money for one rod and you want to throw different baits, then 6'6" to 7 foot medium heavy is the way to go. It was kind of all over the board with what they thought would impact bass tournaments this year. So I guess 2015 we'll have to wait and see. But good luck fishing. Please share my videos, subscribe, and like the video. I think I'm going to have a contest or something coming out pretty soon. So just keep giving me your feedback and keep watching the videos and keep fishing.